Hi, I'm James the Light Guy, and today we're going to take a look at a couple of 194 bulbs. The first bulb we're going to look at is a standard halogen bulb. You can see it is just a glass bulb with a single tungsten filament inside. When we put that in the socket and power it up, we can see that we're drawing about 0.4 amps at 14.4 volts. And we'll turn on our light meter. And we're getting too much interference from our studio lights, so let's shut all of them down. The overhead and the contrast. There we go. If we hold the bulb here and tip up our display so we can see, looks like we had at peak about 100, but ranging all over the place depending on the angle, but fairly consistent between 85 and 100. Let's turn the lights back on. And turn off our power supply. Let that cool down a sec. The bulb we're going to look at in comparison is this Sylvania LED. It's a 194, 168, 2825, any T10 based bulb in cool white. We'll just let the power meter flux around. This bulb has if I can focus, a red dot denoting the positive side and nothing for the negative. This is a polarized bulb and will only work in the socket in one direction. Let's get that bulb out, put this one in, see if I got it right. I did. You can see it is a much cooler white than the tungsten bulb. Let's turn off the lights again and see where we measure up. Alright, on the display you can see that we are drawing 0.05 amps, and in the same position we are drawing, or rather measuring, from, let's call that 40 lux up to 170 peak right there. And down to 30. So you can tell that this LED bulb is very directional as to where the brightness is. Let's get the lights back on. Turn off our light meter. Now there is a little cap on here to diffuse the light from the chips. Let's pull that cap off if we can and see what's underneath. Looks like I just broke the tab. It's alright. Looks like we have two LED chips. And the circuit board. Doesn't appear to be much underneath the board. See if I can't wiggle that out gently. There's not a lot of slack on the wires. Let's see if we can just peer down in there. can see we just have the black wire and the red wire underneath, and no surface mount devices. Let's plug this back into the socket and see what it looks like and measures without the diffuser. I put it in backwards. There we go. Alright, looks like without the diffuser from the side, it can be very, very dim, especially with this tab. Let's turn off the lights and turn our meter back on and see where we can measure. Alright. This time, from the side, we're measuring 5 lux, and straight on, not sure if you guys are going to be able to see that, but between 230 and 250, up to 260 right there. So with these bulbs, I would recommend not taking off the diffuser unless you need the light coming straight out the top. And definitely not as good a bulb if you need the light coming out the side, as we measured it as, oh, bumped the camera, something violent there. There we go. As we saw the halogen bulbs being twice as bright from the side. In any case, that's all I have for today's video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, consider subscribing for more content, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.